my best PR. Yeah,
About how much?
about 40 times.
Oh, yeah, I think.
All right, so this is this month's Spotlight member of CFI, Kevin Rodgers. And we've seen him kind of come and grow for the past 6 months in here, and 6 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 6 months. And so he's made a lot of huge improvements in CFI, and he's kind of taken the role of the floor alpha dog when he's here. So we're gonna pop a few questions on him, let him share his story a little bit with his journey so far through CrossFit. We'll start with a couple of questions. Andy's leading the questions today, so this is going to be interesting.
All right, Andy.
So first, why did you start with CrossFit?
So I've been lifting since I was probably 15 years old, lifting weights, just a typical average type of weightlifting, go to the gym, and I've always wanted to push myself. And I just realized that I'd got to a point where there was not a challenge anymore. And I happened to visit some friends in Alaska that had their own little CrossFit gym, and they put me through 2 days of workouts out there, and I realized I was hooked. I was done. And I wanted that challenge. And so ever since, I came in the first day, signed up with Andy, and it was like, it's been excellent since, because it's a challenge that I need. You want to push yourself. If you're competitive at all, you want to push yourself, and CrossFit pushes you. And you guys have made that, made me feel part of the family here, so I can push myself. Good.
Okay.
So what's your favorite thing about CrossFit?
The camaraderie. I guess, obviously I love pushing myself and trying to get the goals that I've set for myself, but the people that are here, the coaches, but the people that push you when you're here, and just being part of a team.
And your least favorite thing? Let me guess.
Burpee! Yeah, Andy, it had to be about 3 months ago. I swear I thought she was crazy. Every minute on the minute, burpees! And so, yeah, burpees would probably be my least favorite.
Do you feel that you have any kind of specific? You have a background in weightlifting and powerlifting. I think that's obviously helped you in here as far as kind of rise up pretty quickly through your Olympic weightlifts and everything else. Do you think that your experience level of your age category has anything to do with you not being able to go forward?
No, well, possibly, because maybe I take for granted the fact that I've done it before, the squats and the deadlifts, but there's a lot of the lifts like the snatch and the clean and jerk and other lifts like that I'm not real familiar with. And I haven't spent the time working on those because the other things have came so easy. I'm just now getting more and more into those as we put them more and more into the WODs every day. And I realized, like I said this morning, I'm starting to learn that I don't know what I don't know, so I want to get better at those because I want to push myself and see how far I can go.
The next one is, how has it affected your life and what do you do differently? I know your diet has changed a lot, and you brought your kids in here and introduced them to CrossFit and stuff, so you just kind of...
I can't stop talking about it.
Welcome to the club.
Right, you look on Facebook and it says, oh yeah, how do you know it's a true CrossFitter? Can't stop talking about it. Well, that'd be me. Yeah. When I started out, I was 210 pounds when I first came in here 6 months. And I was tired of being that weight, but I could not break through it. And yesterday morning I got on, I was 188 pounds. So I've dropped 20-some pounds, and I feel more athletic, I'm more fit. I feel like I used to be when I was younger. I took my kids skiing. We skied all day long. Typically my knee would start hurting, my back would be hurting, nothing hurt. And I was like, oh, let's do night skiing too. So it's just a quality of life.
They're trying to keep up with you now?
Well, yeah, bring it.
Find it more fun out there?
Yes, absolutely. I still couldn't do the snowboard. Yeah. I get back to the ski, I'm on it.
That's a whole different level of ape right there is what that is.
My kid, Josh is like, Dad, don't hurt yourself. So.
So a lot of people are scared of starting CrossFit because it's CrossFit and they think of games athletes and stuff. So what advice do you have for people that are interested in trying it?
Give it a shot. Come in, do a week of it. Realize that you're going to have an uncomfortable feeling when you first come in, but realize there's going to be good people that push you and help you and get you through those stages. But try it. That's all I can say with mostly anything in life. If you've got a fear of it, give it a shot.
Absolutely.
Come in. There's a preconception out there that people get injured here. There's an opportunity to get injured in anything you do, lifting, you know, running at the gym, running outside. It's no more here than it is there, and I think you just got to get over that fear and come in and get a shot.
Did you have a fear when you first started?
No, that's typically not my personality, but
I didn't think so.
You know, it was just, I knew that I needed a new challenge in my life. I was apprehensive because I was like, okay, this is going to be something else that, you know, I don't have time for. But you have to make time. And there's enough classes here that help me. You know, if I'm not available because I'm traveling, I can hit a 5:30 class. I can hit a 5:30 a.m. class. If I happen to be in the area, I can go to 11:30 class. You know, there's different classes to get here.
I think it's a pretty important thing too that you kind of brought up is that your job is exceptional to a lot of other people's jobs where you do travel frequently and just not to a schedule. So your schedule is kind of all over the place. How do you like when you're on the road? How do you adapt?
Well, I mean, communication with coaches. I mean, I've been able to get a hold of Jason and say, Jason, I need a workout. I'm at a typical type gym and I need something. And you're able to provide, say, well, okay, just do the, you know, do the burpees or do, you know, whatever you can do within the constraints of what you're working with. And it's, you know, it's worked out great. And I've learned enough from here and from you guys that I can, you know, go make up my own workouts if I have to. You know, pick on something that I'm weak on and focus on.
Thanks, guys.
Last one is just what are your future plans in the next 6 months or year? What are your goals?
Well, you know, I've been trying to get to 185 pounds for 4 years.
How far away are you?
3 pounds away. 3 pounds, and I'm
the hardest 3 ever.
I went last night. You guys are addicting because I went to the bar with friends last night and I had water and a Cobb salad. So I'm gonna hit the 185 and I'm gonna stay there. I didn't like where I was going, but it's just not the weight loss, but it's the feel of where I'm at. And for the next 6 months, I just want to get better at everything with my technique, and I would love to see how far I could go. I mean, is it realistic to think that maybe I can go to the CrossFit Games for the Masters? I don't know. I want to push it and see if I can. It just, you know, it depends on schedule and other stuff like that. But, yeah.
2016. Do you like going back to the weight thing? Do you put that as a priority in your goal setting, or it may have used to start the way? Has that changed since?
Yeah, no, it has. Well, it's always. I guess I'm blessed where I can still squat and deadlift and do all those pretty good, and I got my cleans are getting better, and I love to see how strong I can get. That is good. But now I'm working on butterfly pull-ups, chest to bar, you know, got muscle ups now. So it's like I want to learn those techniques. I can be a well-rounded person in CrossFit as opposed to I can just come in and hey, let's wait till deadlift gets here.
Right,
you know, I want it all.
So you kind of, do you think your focus on your performance outweighs the focus on your body weight?
Yeah. No, I mean, I know I want to get my goal for the weight, but it's I basically also want to make sure that I'm getting better at all the techniques, and that helps me. But it's just being a better athlete, I guess, at 51 years old, as opposed to just saying I want to hit this goal at weights, and that's allowed me to do that.
Fantastic. Cool. Is there anything else you wanted to add? You want to throw out there, or you? You
know, I don't think that I would have achieved the goals that I have in the last 6 months if I wouldn't have joined CrossFit, and especially you guys. I mean, I've never been to another CrossFit gym, so I don't understand what, you know, if it's got the same camaraderie. It sounds like it does, but it's just the nutrition that we've talked about in here, how to eat properly, and I thought I knew all that stuff. I mean, I was like. But it's harder when you're not doing that as a team, because having kids and all of a sudden it's like, Dad, can we have pizza? It's like, so you go get a pizza. It's like, oh, that's not going to kill me. I'll start tomorrow. But this has kept me on that track that I'm not going to start tomorrow.
Piece.
Yeah, it's the accountability, exactly. It's like, you know, you got other people that are doing it too. And it's like, you know what? I'm going to keep, you know, doing it. But, you know, that's part of my competition inside of me. But I think anybody that would come in here would realize that there's just a little bit of a push that's going to help you get to the goals that you want to get to.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing your story with everybody. I think you're a pretty big inspiration. You know, we've talked about you for the past couple of months and kind of seen your progress, and really appreciate you sharing with everybody that's out there, new or old. New or old.
Old. I got the old covered. But get in here because the old changes back to young when you're in here.
That's right. And now you're like 18 all over again, aren't you?
Mentally, I've been 13 the whole time, and I will never get older.
Oh, man. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.